Yo, what's up? It's back with J-Dawg. What the hell? I fucking hate this guy. I fucking hate this guy. I think I'm gonna take these two to the mushroom place. Wait, there's still 3 undiscovered blueprints. That's why. Let's hope I win. It's pray, hope and pray. I got the philosopher, hope and pray. Well, it's something Sisyphus, makeshift Sisyphus. That's not him. That's the philosopher. Sisyphus has the earthquake. So, dude, recently, I've done a deep dive, a deep educational experiential dive into bows and arrows. Like we're talking like bows and arrows. You know what I'm saying? Compound bows, recurve bows. Pretty much just those two. Not really crossbows. A little bit of crossbow info though. But like I was saying, oh, he gets the pick. That's right. What I was saying though, that during my research dives, okay, I do this thing where I'm like, yo, I want to know a bunch of information on this specific topic. So then I kind of just research it. Real talk. The other day I learned about the whole banking system, ACH transfers and bank transfers and all that. I don't know. I was bored. I started doing deep dives to learn about stuff. It just happens. So while I'm doing this search of information, this deep dive on stuffs, oh, you motherfucker. Just do whatever the fuck you want, I don't care. Ruin my game. I'm so fucking lost. While I'm doing this deep dive on information of the bows, I learned quite a bit of information. Quite a number of cool things, I'd say, right? So, I learned that training bows, which I have used, start off at like 18 to 20 pounds of pull force, right? Now, how do compound bows work compared to recurve bows? Because it's not the same. Compound bows are modern bows, right? Why are they different? Compound bows use a pulley system that affect the way you hold the draw. So in a recurve bow, max pull weight is, let's say, 70 pounds. That means you have to pull 70 pounds and hold 70 pounds for the duration of until you release the arrow. A compound bow does not work like that. A compound bow can have a max pull weight of 70 pounds, but then your hold weight is reduced to like 80% of that value. So like it could just be like 17.5 pounds of actual holding weight versus the weight that you've pulled. And when you release the arrow, it also has an effect on how like the return goes, because the compound bow has all the energy stored into the bow instead of your arms, into the pulley systems. It launches arrows a little bit more smoothly than a recurve bow would. Evolution! Exactly, poison swamp. That's what I want, was fucking swamp, not magma. Fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, wind. Which is really cool. Now, I had to get a little bit more into it because I was curious about a couple things. For example, where do recurve bows outshine compound bows? Because if they're different, recurve bows are going to have their own unique positives. And the answer is at incredibly, stupidly high levels of weight. So, a standard, like, training bow is 20 pounds. They make some of them lighter for even, I don't know, like I saw a young girl doing archery, and I'm pretty sure she had a 5-pound bow because, like, them arrows, they weren't going nowhere, dude. They made it to the freaking target, but it had so much drop at like 10 feet of distance. Anyways. Motherfucker. So, recurve bows outshine compound bows when we're talking like at like, I said hold on. I found my train of thought. 20-pound bows are for like training bows. 70 to 80 pounds are your pretty standard like Olympian style bows. Like, oh, these are the Olympics. The crazy ones, your high recurves, are like 180 plus pound bows. Our recurve bows start to do a little bit better than compound bows. And not a little bit better as in they shoot arrows faster or farther. They do a little better at it as in they shoot a fucking spear, not an arrow. Mongolian horse archers, not Mongolian archers. Something, medieval war machu something. Hold on, I got it pulled up on the side right now, actually. Where are we at? Heavy Manchu warbows. I did a fucking deep dive into this, right? Am I recording? I gotta make sure I'm recording. Forgot to hit the button. So the Manchu warbows shot arrows that were 11 to like 13 millimeters in diameter, which is bigger than the size of your thumb. It's like a small spear. And they shot that motherfucker fast as fuck. I like cell ball. Cell ball's cool. So here's the thing. Here's the difference between arrows, all right? A high compound bow with a light arrow will shoot that arrow so incredibly fast. Like, not as fast as a bullet, but very quick. I could probably get that information and share it. I didn't do a deep dive compared to guns. I feel like I should have done that. I feel like I'm missing out. But the problem is the piercing power on a light bow is pretty low. You're not gonna get something incredible with that. That's why archers, especially for hunting and other uses, use heavier arrows because they have better piercing power. This all makes sense so far. Everyone agrees. Oh yeah, this all makes sense so far. The problem is, okay, not a problem, but your high-end Manchu warbows, along with their arrow, along with 200 pounds of draw force, created an arrow that had 147 pounds of kinetic force going into a single target. That's a lot of force for a projectile. But you know, I mean, to be fair, now we're starting to get into some weird stuff. So with modern times, you get like specialized arrows, not just like, oh look, this arrow has a specialized carbon tip. No, I mean like arrows with a fucking bomb on the end of it. Arrows with a blood agent in it, gas attack. An arrow where I fart in a jar, put it at the tip of the arrow, and then I shoot the arrow into a room. Smells like shit. Now that I think about it, you can do that with old arrows too. I think there's a very big difference in how you so like back during World War I, I think the chemical war, people were experimenting with poisoned bullets. But the problem with those poisoned bullets is you had to poison each bullet individually, and it required a lot of time and effort. Versus like, oh, if the bullet doesn't kill them and grazes them, they still might die. It was a lot of effort to do that. With arrows though, because you knock them, loose them, when you knock the arrow, you can just scrape it in a pile of shit. I mean, really, if you got an arrow, you trying to give somebody disease, dude, just fucking scrape in a pile of shit and fucking shoot it. Oh man. And honestly, because I've done such a deep dive into bows, it really, really makes me sad that video games don't take advantage of how in-depth bows they actually get. Like, look, all I'm saying is if you go play like a game like Elden Ring or like Dark Souls, you have your bow builds and they're all really bad. What if the bow builds had depth? For example, Okay, my screen looks like a fucking array of lasers. It's crazy. For example, though, hear me out. Oh, dude, I don't know what the... Oh, that's really cool. Spawn balls from Broodmother have the same properties as laser vertical. Dude, that's why it's going crazy. That's pretty cool, dude. I didn't know about that synergy. What was I saying? Oh, but like games like Dark Souls that have like they have bows in the game. Like Dark Souls is a fantastic example. Oh my gosh. 500 DPS is really surprising for that. Well, no, because like you could have like a light bow with light arrows and they're gonna have no damage, but you can give them status effects. You could have poison arrows or bleed arrows, so the base damage is low, but the status effect is high. Unlocks a new character. You picking up what I'm putting down, huh? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to level you up. You can't afford it. I should have thought about that. Oh well, what can you do? You can't afford it. Oh fuck, what have I done? What have I done? My building! We're good! So expensive. I think I got all this money. I don't have all this money, man. Oh, I'm embedded. He's overpowered as heck. New warrior. The grassy grasslands. Going on a bear hunt. Gonna catch a big one. I'm not scared. What a beautiful day. Oh, I like this place. This place is pretty cool. PQ. Laser beam! Anyways, back to the bow talk. So like you're playing a game like Elden Ring, you could have a light bow with light arrows that do no damage, consume no stamina, but status effect arrows. So we're talking bleed, poison, divine damage, whatever you want, you know, status effects or like elemental effects. If you have magic arrows with light damage, do you think they should scale? They should scale. So they do a small amount of damage, but you shoot it very rapidly. And like, you know, and then you can have like medium, where medium is like medium arrows that do medium damage. You can do status effects if you want. It could be a side effect, but they're practical. Like they have good fire rate to damage threshold. DPS is solid. And then you have your heavy bows, and we're still on recurves. We're not going past recurves yet. And where you have your fucking 180-pound bows that take forever to shoot, have serious force behind them. Dude, 147 pounds of instantaneous pressure will push someone back. Think like... I'm not very good with physics, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I can equate that. I weigh 100 pounds. Imagine I took my body force... Imagine I took my own body weight and I like just fucking just jumped on someone. Like that's a lot of force. And then you get into your fantasy fucking great bows where you have your fantasy great bows, okay? We can just stop there on the great bow stuff. All I'm saying, brother. Evolution? Disgusting. Hell no. all I'm saying. And that's just for recurves. They also have compound bows, which don't exist in the modern world at all, but they do in the fantasy setting. Not compound. No, fuck. What's it called? Composite. Composite bows don't exist in the modern world anymore. Composite bows are very, very, very small bows. Like, basically a children's bow. And the idea is because they're smaller, they're easier to carry around. They're faster to shoot, easier to carry around, have lower poundage, and normally used at really, really close range for what you'd expect of a bow. Radiation beam. Radiation beam. Works for me. Pew, 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 pew. The music in this area is not that good. It's depressing. Is that a goblin riding a dog? Hog Riders! Is that stupid? Oh, bitch. I wasn't ready yet. Anyway, that's my take on bows. Of course, video games can't really add compound bows unless they're modern games because it's like a modern concept, but it's totally fine. I don't know. Maybe my take is too bad, but you could add an in-depth system. Like, look, all I'm saying is that a game like Elden Ring adds fucking magic to a stupid degree. Like, oh, it's really cool. But they completely and utterly disrespect a bow game. Bows are like a subset, like a secondary effect. You can't run bows as a primary without feeling like uncomfortable as fuck. Which is understandable. I mean, it's technically a ranged weapon. If you ever have a bow build, a high dex bow build in like Elden Ring, let me tell you, half the game becomes a fucking piece of cake. Some boss fights become a joke. Like, for real. I should have fused. I should have fused. At the same time, some enemies just become really hard because they just rush your ass down. But what do we know? We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. Instead, we're if you're playing Balex Pit. I'm playing The Farmer Was Replaced. I gotta get some more of that. And my friend David bought me a new game that I have to record and play. He's like, this game looks really cool. I want you to have it. And I was like, what? Since when? You know what I'm saying? That shit kills me. Ouch. Finally, my fusion. I should have done a while ago. Yes. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, what a satisfying feeling, dude. Look at the laser beams. I'm not gonna lie, laser beams are just one of my favorite things in this game, dude. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Get like a holy laser beam, bro, and combine it with some other stuff, and it goes insane. Pew, 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 pew. I don't know. I'm not even that laser pilled. Fucking died instantly, dude. Oh man. I guess we need something to talk about. I don't tell you all my recent stories. I keep this shit on backlog. As the life happens, I be keeping stuff on backlog to talk about. It's genius. Sometimes I have to write it down. I actually used to do that. I don't do that anymore. Maybe I should start doing that again. Be like, oh, this happened. I should talk about it. Like one time I go to the bank. All right, so I ran out of like I have a piggy bank, right? A little safe I got like 10 years ago as like a birthday present or some crap. And I've always just been putting my coins in it. Like, oh, like I got a little cash. I got a little change. Over time, you develop, it starts to add up, right? Plants a lightning rod into enemies they hit. Oh my god. It's so cool. I like it. But so, I would just build up my, you know what I'm saying, I just build up my stuff, my coinage, and then eventually I take it to the bank. So I take it to the bank, and then the bank has a, it's nice because the bank also has like a, it just makes sense. They have a coined cash teller, and you take it to the bank, you put it in the bank. It's all just one seamless process. It just makes sense. So I pour so many coins into this damn coin machine. And then the bank is all like, oh, hey, look, you made $110 in coins. Like, yeah, I fucking did. Of course, I was saving it for years up until that point. Literal years. And sometimes that's how you make money. Money is king, money is life. People who are interested in money either have enough to where it's not a problem, or they're incompetent. I'm just kidding. I hate money. I'm not money heavy at all. But at the same time, I need some money. You can't, look, I'm not the type of person you can pay off. Like, if you did something wrong, you can't just pay off fucking, nah, it's not gonna happen. At the same time, though. Okay, I got you. So, I got laid off from my job because we didn't have enough work and too many people were on staff. So they laid me off. A month later, by the way, this is just poor management, and I blame them heavily. A month later, they were like, hey, we found some work for you. You can come back. And I was like, fuck no. They paid me good money. But hell no. You're going to fire me because the management doesn't know how to do their job. And it becomes my fault, and then all of a sudden you don't have to take the fucking, you don't have to exist with the repercussions of your actions? Hell no. You can find some other nincompoop to do it. Someone who's worse than I am. Unlocks a new character. Gory trophy? $1,500 DPS is insane. New upgrades. Projectiles have a 50% chance to reflect upon you. That's terrible. Slow down enemies to count by 50% is crazy. Gimme. Dense wheat. You son of a bitch. Build it, but I gotta get these houses. Get out of my fucking way, brother. I don't have enough money. I can't afford this crap. The fucking casino. Well, the idea is to upgrade everything, isn't it? Isn't it? I want to upgrade this one. How much does that cost? Cheap as fuck. Grab it. Get rid of this piece of garbage. Look, I'm all for the casino. It's just too expensive, and I need to build buildings. I don't have enough rocks. You son of a gun. Well, I didn't want to build this one because this is the newest character. Can I still afford upgrades? Yes. No. You're not hitting this one. Yeah. No, no, no. There's a way to do it. Look, if there's a will, there's a way. No! Damn! What did I tell you? God, you didn't tell me shit! Fuck. Haha! What did I tell you? 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 I said, if there's a will, there's a way. Get it. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, they came back for round 2. Insane. You've unlocked the juggler. You've unlocked the serpent thrift. Spendthrift. Serpent thrift. We got the necromancer building. We got the glory trophy. We got the military academy. Yeah. We're gonna do one more. A street performer flourishes around, lobs balls into the air at a target position on the field. Balls don't start bouncing until they reach the ground. Shoots all balls at the same time in a wide arc. Shotgun? What stat do I want to increase? Excuse me. Hold on. I gotta get all these together. There should be one more. It's the shroom one. That's not it. We're gonna run more. It's gonna be a longer episode because I want to run one more. Here it is. 1 HP. Current 5. AoE power. Current 2.5. Ball speed. For each character, you play the gory grasslands. Useless. Critical hit chance. Boneyard. Let's go Boneyard. I like status effects. They make me feel pretty. Let's go with the shotgun, brother. Let's run on fast mode. I don't know. Let's run on fast mode, see what happens. So it seems to me special balls give you the shotgun effect, and then if there's any baby balls stored up, they get popped as well. They get popped. What do you know? Don't know nothing about nothing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I thought this would be a lot cooler than it actually is. I'm really disappointed right now. Healer's effigy. Do you think the stone effigy is just fucking trash? I don't know. It does have more HP than the other ones. Fusion, ha! I always do that shit, don't I? Don't I? Said J-Dawg, why do you always do fusion, ha? Thank you for asking. I do fusion, ha, because fusion, ha is what they say in Goku and Dragon Ball Z when they fuse. It's not just fusion. They go, fusion, ha! I don't know why. It's fucking hilarious. Nobody gets my quips. I feel alone. I'm all alone in this world. I'm all alone, no one beside me. I'm all alone, no one to deride me. But you gotta have friends. What's that from? What's that from? Tell me what it's from. It's from Shrek. It's from Donkey from Shrek. Tell me what you know. Tell me what you say. Does this vampire ball heal me? I think it does. Ouch. Got hurted. Fusion, huh? Nah. I got any more equips? So yesterday I'm taking a walk in the rain, right? I mentioned this last episode. I've recorded 3 of these back to back to back. So yesterday I'm taking a walk in the rain, right? And this is the coolest place I've ever been to. Like, it's 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the damn mosquitoes. Now, it was a rainy day. All I'm saying is people who go for walks in the rain are a different breed of individual. You know what I'm saying? They're not the same as all you normies, alright? They go for walks in the fucking rain. Explain that to me, big guy. Who does that? The fucking weirdos, the bastards, the thieves, the cynicists, the pessimists, and those that don't believe in nothing. Nobody gets my quips, man. Nobody gets them. If they did, they would get it. Dude, I don't have anything. I want to find more light combinations. Let's combine wind with iron. Nah, with vampire. Lightning. Fusion? No, 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 no. It's a different breed of individual to go for a walk in the rain. You know what it is? It's thunderstorm. It wasn't even rain. It was a thunderstorm out there, dude. It's fucking straight coming down. Gong! And when the thunder was striking the ground, you could feel the power of the earth beneath your feet. The terror, the humility, the awe of it. Very grounding. It reminds you of your mortality and that your existence is existential. It just says something redundant. I've been working on talking cool. You know how many people hate me because I talk? I use big words. I'm cooked. Ruin my run. I don't care. Send it, bitch. Pew, 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 pew. Fusion, ha! Evolution. Dude, I want lightning rod. Fuck Flash. I smoke a fat pound of grass, then fall on my ass faster than that fat bitch that sat down too fast. No, I was saying people go for walks in the rain are a different breed of those who don't go for a walk in the rain. You know what it is? People who go for walks in the rain appreciate the humility and the awe of the world comparatively to those who don't, alright? Look, if you hate the rain, it just shows your own level of... No, I'm just kidding. People are just different. I was going to say incompetence. But those that don't enjoy the rain perhaps are fearful of their own weakness. Perhaps don't like the idea of something else having power over them. Maybe that's what it is. I need to do more studies on this. I get the sensation that someone who doesn't like the rain would also be the type of person to beat animals. You think that's true? It's a thought, isn't it? I don't got no balls. They're all at the back of the field. Excuse me, sir. I need some balls. Stone ball. Well, I lost my stone ball immediately. I did it. Sir. Sir, I need the balls! Ouch! Ouch! Fuck, dude, I can't do anything. I'm fucking cooked, man. My DPS is ass. It's a good thing we don't die, eh? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Dude, you ever hurt your abs, man? Oh, I'm so sore. You go to the gym, huh? You got that gym body? Fusion, ha! Light and it's a lightning rod? Ah! So stupid. What a dumbass combo. Oh, you can combine any of the elements with stone. That's pretty cool. Of course, we're not gonna get there. That's okay. Life is just a series of unfortunate events that mean that you'll never succeed. That's okay. So fucking stupid. I'm so despondent. Yeah, that's a big word. What is the word of the day? Let's find out. Let's find out. Hey. Stone ball. Pull up my cellular device. Let's see here. Word of the day. Kludge. Kludge is to haphazard or makeshift solution to a problem, especially a computer programming issue. It's a terrible word of the day. Okay, let's go to a source of information that's not dog shit. Hey, that guy's gonna kill me. Quit. Dictionary.com, word of the day is way cooler. Punctillo, a fine point or detail. Punctillo, it's punctual. Punctillo, fine point. That's a punctillo. What's the word? Punctilio. Punctilio. That's a punctilio idea. It's a fine idea. Don't ever say this shit. You've been made fun of so fast. Boneyard trophy! Oh! Oh my god! Make the damn thing! Increase your starter ball to level 3. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Give me, sir. Speed. This thing is huge, man. Who the fuck is Spendthrift, and why is their house so damn big? Upgrade. Upgrades, people. Yay. Archery range, brother? I'll take an archery range upgrade. Nice. There's another one. Brother. Okay, now the game is really starting to go off because we're getting heavy upgrades because of this one building. The Iron Fortress. Brother. Let's find out what we got. And just send them over there. Just let fate figure the rest out. Beep, 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 beep. Ayo! You unlock the Physicist. Increased speed, increased dex scaling, increased leadership, increased dex. Physicism. Balls are affected by gravity, pulling towards the back of the screen. Be doing one of these motions, you know what I'm saying? We almost got all the characters. Holy. There's a couple balls we don't know yet. One of these guys is going to be the Cell character. Cell from Dragon Ball. Dragging these nuts across the screen. What? I'll see you next time. Peace.